Morning everybody, it's, what's the date, Mums?
30th of November.
Thanks, 30th of November today. I have been eating really badly all week, I can tell. How can you tell? Because every morning I wake up and my stomach doesn't feel great, it just feels a little bloated. Of course it's come up to Christmas, so we've been making things like mince pies and stuff. I've been eating a lot of bread, there's a lot of salt and everything, I really hold that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's do the weigh-in and let's see what I got.
Good job.
Thank you, Seb. I think I'll be heavier.
Daddy, they can only see your tummy.
That's okay. Yeah, and I've gone up loads. So there you go. So what does this tell you? It tells you real world. I think if you're losing weight and you're coming down every week, great. You tend to find that's the case when you're really overweight. And as you get closer and closer to your ideal target, you find that you fluctuate a lot more. And that's where I'm at now. So that's cool. I have to accept that's the way it is because it's real world. Oop. I think I had my fingers over the microphone. Yeah, it's real world. So it's going to be like that. You just have to accept that. So I'll have a look at the readings later. Cool. It's just done. Like I said, I've put on quite a bit of weight, but that's cool. That's just the way it is. See you later. Bye. So I just wanted to add an extra note. So it is what it is, y'all. So like I said, I put on a bit of weight. I think, I'm going to check in a minute, but I think I'm putting on more muscle. And hopefully the fat hasn't gone up too much. But look, it's a festive time of the year. It's going to happen. But I am going to keep with it. And if we look at the bigger picture, I'm now in the 13 stone bracket. That's great. So I've gone up a little bit. I'm under 14 stone. When I was 17 and a half stone, 14 stone was like a pipe dream. I was like, shut up. I'd never get under that weight. I'd have to do something drastic, like not eat food I like. Actually, I eat lots of food I love. I suppose only eating one meal a day is quite just extreme though. But it feels normal to me now. It is what you get used to, right? I'm used to it now. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Don't see why I'd ever want to go back. Maybe every now and then I will, especially as we're going to have Christmas dinner, so it feels strange to eat at lunch. Oh, here's something I noticed, right? You know the 2 o'clock lull you get in the afternoon? I always thought that's because you ate at lunchtime. I don't know whether I mentioned this already, but I now fast. And I noticed initially when I was doing the 20, when I moved to the 20-hour fasting, 4-hour eating window, and then that reduced down to 1.5 to 2 hours eating, so 22 fasting. I noticed initially that at 2 o'clock I still got tired. So what is that? Is that my body remembers that and has got into that pattern, that routine? Because I certainly don't feel it now. I have energy all day long, regardless of whether I'm eating carbs or fats. And like I've definitely said before, fats give you a different type of energy burn, but carbs give you nitrous, y'all. Nitrous, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Leave your comments below. I'd love to know what you think about them things. So 2 o'clock. So I always thought it was down to food. It had nothing to do with food. I hadn't eaten anything. I was fasting, y'all. So tell me what you think. Catch you later. Bye. So I just wanted to add a little bit more about my thinkings with reference to getting into ketosis and all that, really, because there I'm talking about that I don't feel there's much difference between eating fats or carbs when you're fasting like I am. But if you want to lose weight, here's just a thought for you. This is how I see it, right? So we know fat is a slower, longer burn, and it takes longer for your body to break down. So then surely, aren't we saying, and we know that carbs, I mean, you know, even if it's not scientifically proven, that
if you eat rice, everyone always jokes, oh, you're hungry in 5 minutes, you know, especially meat eaters and things. Well, of course you are, because plant-based foods are easier for you to digest, especially the carb-based ones. The more fat there is in there, the longer it takes you to digest because there's more fat in it. Or something like that, you get my drift, right? But my point is this. So, if after eating a fat-based meal, lots of fat, surely then it would take, say, maybe, for example, 2 hours for my body to digest before it then got into a state of ketosis, or before it got into the stage of burning the carbs and then burning off my additional fat. Yeah? What I want to do is burn off that body fat. That's the additional fat, my body fat. So if I eat a carb meal that's low in fat, then I don't go through the stage of burning fat first, which takes longer to burn. I go into burning carbs, which takes a lot less time to burn. So then rather than 2 hours to burn off all the fat first, I take, say, an hour. This is just pulling numbers out of my head. I take an hour then to burn off the carbs. So then my body kicks into burning my body fat earlier. Does that make sense? That's how I sees it. Leave your comments down below of your personal experiences. I don't want to hear about what's scientific, because scientific, it's like, dude, you could find any information out there that tells you I'm wrong. You could find any information out there that tells you I'm right. I want to know your experiences, your personal experiences, preferably from people who've lost a lot of weight. You know, it's all cool if you're slim already, great. And if you've always been slim, great. But that's not a really great representation of what it's like to put on weight. I mean, you can see through my weekly weigh-ins, and that's part of the purpose for it, to show you just, actually, it is quite hard when you add oil, sugar and salt back into your diet, just in little parts. And I'm only doing that because at the moment, like I say, I'm cooking and trying to make really tasty meals. I'm not a great chef, I think, is really the problem here. So I'm going to start looking at some basic cooking, and I'll probably do that straight after this video. But that was my point, really. Cool. Sorry, on there, that if, and you find as you get older, your metabolism changes, so you kind of really, you can't stray very much. So I'd love to hear from other people who've lost lots of weight, you know, been heavy, lost lots of weight, and have kept it off, not yo-yoed up and down. Mind you, then again, I'm kind of yo-yoing, I suppose, but it's a very small yo-yo. If you looked at it, I went from 17.5 stone, and I've gone like that. That's cool, and that's because I'm experimenting. So anyways, let me know. I'm gibbering on a bit, cool? I'd just really be interested to see what other people's responses are to that. And like I say, not scientific blurb, I'm not interested. I've kind of stopped watching channels that keep spouting off all the scientific blurb, because it doesn't mean anything to me. I think we're all individuals. Do you need to eat meat? My body tells me, no, you do not, because I get negative responses. I become ill very quickly. Well, within the day, I get inflammation problems and pains and aches. So you don't need to tell me, oh, there's scientific stuff that says if you don't eat meat, you'll die. There's lots of vegans out there that don't eat meat and they're fine. There's people saying out there you need to eat lots of protein to build muscle. I am building muscle on a vegan diet, 1 vegan meal a day, and I'm putting on more muscle now with no effort at all. And I'll share with you at some point how much effort I'm actually putting into exercising, which is nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm certainly not doing 10,000 steps a day. All of that would help weight loss. But what I'm trying to do is show you a realistic representation of my life, which is sat on my butt most of the day. These days, mine, look, I now have a standy-uppy desk. Cool. So I now stand at the standy-uppy desk instead, which is helping. But it's not exactly giving me weight loss, it's just making sure I'm using my legs and my muscles and things. Anyways, that's me going on a bit. I'd love to have your comments below, so let me know. Catch you later. Bye.